Oddly enough, that is not the most intense piece I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm doing Palestine. But again, the last piece I did about Islamophobia and talking about the vilification of Arab and Muslim men and how brown men have been vilified on this continent. The next piece I'm going to do is called Nakba, because the Nakba is coming up. I'm the son and grandson of Palestinian refugees. My mother's side's from Jaffa, my father's side's from Haifa. And if you ever get a chance to speak to a refugee, like Ziad, it is a world, and the refugee doesn't have to be Palestinian, but it is a world into beauty and heartbreak and eloquence in a way that I could never properly put down on page. And until my grandmother's day, everything was Jaffa, Jaffa, Jaffa. It was always about return. She never felt at home in northern Lebanon. She never felt at home in Beirut. She never felt at home in the United States. And my entryway into the issue of Palestine was through the Palestinian women in my family. I grew up in a small town in western Massachusetts. There were 9,000 people, like 8,990 of them were white. We got like a Cambodian family in the 8th grade. And I was a fat brown white child going to, one-eyebrow child going to Catholic school. I think I said that yesterday too. So my mom was like really embarrassed the living hell out of me when I was a child, and I'm very appreciative of that today. But so this goes out to my grandmother, and in large part to my mom, who was, my grandmother was 7 months pregnant with my mom when they were kicked out of Palestine. And I literally think she came out of the womb in Lebanon. She was like, well, this is not Palestine. What is going on here? No, Lebanon's very beautiful. I've been there. So this is called Nakba. This is called, I should have printed it in bigger font. And you know, and I think one thing when we talk about the Nakba, this is not a dated or historical moment. It is something that continues until this day. And sometimes we talk about 1948 as if it's something in the past. We need to get over the past. This is a reality that has been affecting millions of people for the last 65 years. It's a quieter poem, but hopefully I will be loud enough that you can hear me. She was scared. 7 months pregnant. Guns pointed at temples. Tears dropping, stomach cussed, back bent, dirt pathway leading to dispossession. Rocking boats, waves crashing, people rushing, falling over each other, packing into small spaces. Like memories. Her home. Mandated. Occupied, cleansed, conquered. Terrorizers sat on hills sniping children. Neighbors fled on April 10th. Word came of massacre. They stayed, didn't fight, didn't leave. Shells and bombs bursting in air like anthems. Prayed for the dead with priests and imams. Prayed for the living, looking over shoulders for the Irgun and Haganah. She is a warrior. Raised life, planted trees, painted fruit, cared for the road as if it was her garden. Orphaned twice, at birth. From Palestine, whispered Jaffa till final breath, never knew essence until she found emptiness. 48 ways to flee, and she found Beirut. Bullet holes in buildings, reminder of home, but not home. Years later, daughter sat on hills in the south, dreaming of breaking water, never touched, thinks of their mother, that warrior, how battles still rage here and abroad. Orchards flourished, propagandists called them barons, land expropriated for Europeans who called religion ethnicity, colonists, not native, not from here, plant flags, call it home, rename cities and villages, uprooting graveyards, wiping, cleaning, cleansing memory that this is not theirs. Passed away August 22nd, 2009. Frail hand shook, lip trembled, didn't want to die, but suffered decades. She will speak Arabic, broken English, wounded words and murmurs, her eyes closed, but every so often they blink brilliance. Memories that cannot be erased, uprooted, or stolen. She has not forgotten. We have not forgotten. We will not forget. Veins like roots of olive trees, we will return. That is not a threat, not a wish, a hope, or a dream, but a promise.